King Kong vs. Giant Leopard, the lethal leap from the Skyscrapers Monsterverse compilation. When titans rule the skyline and the earth trembles beneath their fury, only one clash can redefine dominance: King Kong vs. the Giant Leopard. In this explosive Monsterverse compilation, the battle isn't just about brute strength. It's about speed versus power, instinct versus intelligence, and survival against impossible odds. High above the city streets, among steel towers and shattered glass, a lethal leap changes everything. King Kong stands as the undisputed king of Skull Island, a towering force of nature whose strength rivals the gods. Every step he takes carries the weight of centuries. Scarred from countless battles, Kong is not just muscle and rage, he is strategy, resilience, and raw willpower. He has faced prehistoric predators, skull crawlers, military assaults, and even other titans. Yet nothing prepares him for a predator built for speed, precision, and calculated aggression. Enter the Giant Leopard. Unlike the earth-shaking presence of Kong, the Giant Leopard moves like a shadow across the skyline. Massive yet agile, its muscular frame ripples with explosive power. Its glowing eyes scan for weakness. Every rooftop becomes a hunting ground. Every ledge, a launch point. The Giant Leopard is not a mindless beast, it is a calculated assassin, using the vertical battlefield of skyscrapers to its advantage. The city becomes a war zone. Glass rains from above as Kong slams his fists into the pavement, sending shockwaves through concrete and steel. Cars flip like toys. Streetlights collapse. Civilians flee in chaos. Sirens wail in the distance, but human forces are irrelevant in a titan clash of this magnitude. This is not humanity's fight. This is survival of the apex. The first strike comes fast. The Giant Leopard launches from a 70-story tower in a breathtaking arc, a lethal leap from the skyscrapers. Its claws extend mid-air, aimed for Kong's neck. The sheer speed catches Kong off guard. The impact is thunderous. Both titans crash into a neighboring building, floors collapsing as dust and debris explode outward. The skyline fractures under their weight. But Kong adapts. With a roar that shakes the heavens, he grips the leopard mid-attack and hurls it across the cityscape. The beast recovers instantly, claws digging into glass and steel as it scales another building in seconds. That agility is its greatest weapon. It never stays still. It circles. It calculates. It waits for the perfect moment to strike again. This battle isn't fought on flat ground. Every rooftop becomes a battlefield. Every tower a weapon. Kong rips an antenna from a skyscraper and swings it like a spear, barely missing the leopard as it flips backward in midair. The Giant Leopard counters with razor-sharp precision, slashing across Kong's shoulder. Blood drips onto the streets below. The crowd watching from distant helicopters witnesses something unprecedented, a titan that can outmaneuver the king. Speed versus strength. The leopard darts between buildings, forcing Kong to chase. Each leap is perfectly timed. Each landing shakes the skyline. The camera captures slow-motion sequences of claws scraping steel, concrete cracking beneath enormous weight, and Kong's fists smashing through entire floors in pursuit. The city becomes a vertical jungle, and the leopard thrives in it. Yet Kong is no stranger to climbing. With primal determination, he ascends a skyscraper, using balconies as footholds. The structure bends under his grip, alarms blaring as windows shatter. At the summit, the two titans face off above the clouds. Wind howls between them, lightning cracks across the darkened sky. This is no longer just a fight, it is a spectacle of mythic proportions. The leopard strikes first again, aiming for Kong's eyes. But this time, Kong anticipates it. He catches the beast mid-leap. The impact echoes like a bomb detonating in the sky. Kong slams the leopard into the rooftop repeatedly, each hit sending debris spiraling into the abyss below. Yet the leopard refuses to yield. With a twisting motion, it breaks free and delivers a brutal kick that sends Kong teetering dangerously close to the edge. For a moment, the king nearly falls. The world holds its breath. But Kong digs his fingers into the concrete, halting his descent. With a surge of fury, he pulls himself up and lets out a roar that silences even the storm. This is his domain now, not Skull Island, not the jungle, but the urban wilderness forged by mankind. The final phase begins. The leopard, sensing the shift, becomes more aggressive. It leaps from tower to tower at blinding speed, using reflections and shadows to confuse its opponent. Helicopters struggle to track the movement. News broadcasts capture flashes of claws and fur darting across rooftops. The tension builds with every near miss. Then comes the ultimate lethal leap. From the tallest skyscraper in the city, the Giant Leopard launches itself with unmatched force, aiming to finish the battle in one decisive strike. Time slows. Wind screams. Its claws glint in the lightning. But Kong does something unexpected. Instead of bracing for impact, he jumps. Mid-air collision. Two titans collide above the city in a moment of cinematic perfection. The shockwave alone shatters windows for miles. Locked together, they plummet toward the streets below. In a desperate struggle, Kong gains leverage, flipping the leopard beneath him. They crash. The ground splits. Asphalt erupts. Smoke engulfs the battlefield. When the dust settles, Kong rises first. Bruised, bloodied, breathing heavily, but standing. The giant leopard attempts to move, claws scraping weakly against broken pavement. Kong approaches slowly, asserting dominance with each step. One final roar echoes through the ruins, not just a declaration of victory, but a reminder of who rules the Monsterverse. King Kong remains king, yet this battle leaves its mark. The city lies in ruins. Skyscrapers lean at impossible angles. Fires burn in the distance. Humanity watches in awe and fear. If such predators exist, what other titans remain hidden? This Monsterverse compilation captures every breathtaking moment, from the first rooftop ambush to the final mid-air collision. The choreography of destruction, the contrast of agility and brute force, the emotional intensity etched across Kong's battle-worn face, it's a titan showdown unlike any other. Fans of epic monster battles will find everything they crave. Cinematic slow-motion leaps, bone-crushing impacts, skyline-smashing sequences, and the raw power that defines the Monsterverse. Every frame is packed with adrenaline. Every roar shakes the speakers. This is not just a fight, it's an experience. What makes this clash unforgettable is the contrast. Kong represents ancient strength and evolving intelligence. The giant leopard represents primal hunting instinct refined to perfection. One dominates through force, the other through precision. When these two forces collide, the result is nothing short of legendary. As the sun rises over a fractured skyline, Kong stands silhouetted against the light, a guardian, a warrior, a king who has once again proven why he sits atop the Titan hierarchy. But in the Monsterverse, victory is never permanent. New threats rise, new challengers emerge, and somewhere in the shadows of distant mountains or beneath the depths of the ocean, something may have watched this battle unfold. Waiting. If you crave heart-pounding Titan action, skyline-shattering combat, and unforgettable Monsterverse moments, this King Kong vs. Giant Leopard compilation delivers on every level. Witness the lethal leap, experience the fury, feel the impact of giants colliding above the world. Because when monsters fight among the skyscrapers, the earth will always remember who stood tallest.